Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome to another Daily Masters cast for Starcraft 2. You're just about finishing off all of the European games I've decided to cast. We will be heading on to the regional finals of the WCS Season 2 for North America right after this. We're going to find out what sort of players are over there. I mean, I would estimate there'd be a high amount of Terrans, and I don't know why, but it just seems like South Korea, the Korean sort of section, seems to be a lot of really awesome Zerg players, and now casting in the European section seems to be a lot of awesome Protoss players. So I would not be surprised if it's Terran season all over the place in North America, but of course we will have to see. And speaking of awesome Protoss players in Europe, down the bottom left side of the map, it is going to be NaNiwa, and he is of course a very, very awesome player. And another awesome player is of course going to be VortiX, the blue Zerg player up the top right side of the map. So going to be having an awesome PvZ game going on. We just watched an awesome TvZ yesterday, I think it was. It was sort of versus Happy. Happy is always an awesome player to watch, man, and he did a very, very good job in that game. Lots of drops all over the place, and just managed to get the edge. And there we go, the music's finally kicking in, so that's pretty awesome. Got a hatch before pool. Sorry, not hatch before pool, pool before hatch. I'm so confused right now. That's actually, yeah, that's really, yeah, pool before hatch. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Gonna let him get out a couple of queens nice and early. And all sorts of awesome stuff. Gonna be popping a pylon down there. And I assume that means he's going to go for a fast expansion, but he's already getting his cyber core going down nice and close. So maybe that's just a pylon to watch out for those pesky overlords. Very, very interesting. I don't know what this pylon is, whether, because it's a little bit too far from the ramp to be a complete wall in. So I'm not sure if he's actually going to wall in here. Maybe not. I don't know. Well, I suppose he put the pylon there and he puts the buildings in front of it like that. We will see, though. We will see. I get the feeling that at very, very high level play, the danger of having a massive amount of lings running into your base at like the 6 or 7 minute mark isn't as high as, example, if you're playing in like a bronze, silver or gold league or something low like that, because Zergs are just so easy to play with in silver or gold league. You just run a crap load of them in, so you have to be prepared to deal with that technique. In Masters, I don't think it's as prevalent. It's definitely still used though. I've definitely seen master level players do that, and it is very, very effective if you don't have defenses. But yeah, in every game I've seen, when the opponent does that, there is a gate, and they just get lucky in getting through the gate, as in the zealot's not there or something like that. So it's just pure luck. It's not like the opponent didn't plan for it. So here we go, Probe coming in. He wants to see if there's an expansion there. There is not, so he's probably going to go ahead and check out the other location up over here, maybe? He's getting annoyed by this ling, which is not fun, so trying to stay alive through that. But yeah, so no tight turns. You do a tight turn, you get hit. That is the way it goes. It actually looks like he's just going to be running back to the main base. So there we go. There is the gate coming down. Nice little gap over there. Two gateways and a Stargate. So probably going to be seeing either an early Oracle for harassment or a couple of Phoenix for harassment as well, because yeah, Phoenix are really, really nice. I mean, they snipe overlords. If you get an early roach sort of push out from your Zerg opponent, the Phoenix can start sniping out the roaches nice and quickly if they get too close to your base. I mean, if you got 4 or 5 Phoenix and you've got a whole buttload of roaches coming at you, you can wipe them out really, really fast, and there's not a damn thing that they can do about it. So really, really nice stuff. I do believe that our friend NaNiwa has not scouted this area yet. I mean, you can see what he scouted. He has not scouted this area, so yeah, there we go. This Phoenix is probably, his first job is probably going to be to scout this area to see whether there's an expansion there. But after that is going to be Overlord hunting season, and look at that, there's actually an Overlord over in this area, so bit of 2 for 1. Is he going to scout up there? No, he's just going straight for the main base. Don't know what he's going to be able to do here, because there is 2 Spore Crawlers coming down. two coming down at the expansion as well as a Roach Warren. So just having a bit of harass. Going to see this third base coming out. Look at these Lings, man. I do not know what they are doing, but just keeping an eye on the third base. They want to see when NaNiwa is going to decide to go for a third base, but Protoss players can do quite well off two bases for quite a long time. I mean, obviously, if they want to get insane macro, they've got to get that third base around the 8 to 10 minute mark, but I mean, you don't need insane macro. Not necessarily. I mean, definitely around the 15-minute mark. Oh, I just knocked my modem off the table. That's not good. Still running? Thank God for that. Alright, and it's actually really hot. My modem overheats like you would not believe. Bloody cables everywhere, so there we go. Moving on. And what was I talking about? Something about Phoenix, I feel like. It was something about Phoenix? No, it wasn't anything about... Was it Roaches? I already did the Roach bit where the Phoenix did pick up the Roaches. I already did expansion timing. That's right, the bloody Protoss player. You've got to have the expansion down by about 15 minutes. If you don't have an expansion at the 15-minute mark, you are a doofus, and you are probably going to get owned. So there we go. He's getting it up at the 8.5-minute mark, though. So he is going to be quite good. It's actually... You could get it a little bit later if you wanted to, but getting it now is not going to be a bad thing as long as you can hold it. Because obviously at this point, at the 9-minute to 10-minute mark, the Zerg player will be able to get quite a bit of units, and NaNiwa has to have enough to deal with those. And if he goes for an early third base, that's going to reduce the amount of stuff that he can build. Oh, look at this Phoenix, man. Straight through the middle, managing to escape. The Queen was not fast enough to cut it off. And these Phoenix not really doing a lot, but there are Roaches coming out. However, NaNiwa going for a massive amount of Void Rays. He's not just getting a couple of Void Rays to supplement his army. He's going full Void Ray. He's getting level 1 weapons. And against Roaches, this is going to be absolutely incredibly awesome. If he was going pure Roaches, which he's not. He's going for Hydras as well. And that is going to suck for NaNiwa, because Void Rays versus Hydras? No way. It's not going to work. So, yeah, he's going to need something else. He's going to need... I don't know, Colossus, Zealots with legs, no, High Templar, the usual sort of stuff to deal with Hydras. He's going to need some of them. If he chucks in some Void Rays, massive amount of Void Rays, he could perhaps just get away with Zealots with legs to clean up the Hydras. But he'd have to do it really, really nicely, because he doesn't want his Zealots to get wiped out by all the Lings and Roaches, which is definitely a possibility. Where are these guys going? Where are you going, you daffy bastards? Okay, so he's going in there. What do we got on the units tab? 5 Void Rays, 5 Zealots, 3 Sentries. I feel like NaNiwa perhaps doesn't have as much as what he needs. Get off the follow mode. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, see, these guys are going to be worried, man. All those Hydras, he doesn't really have anything to fully counter the Hydras. The Roaches are going to die like you would not believe. He's going to try and hit the Hydras, and maybe he's got the numbers on his side, because Void Rays, remember, they got 250 health. Hydras only got 80 health, so he can definitely just out-damage them. But look at this, more Hydras coming out. And VortiX is going to be getting a ton of Hydras right now. And yeah, the Void Rays, they are not going to be able to defeat the Hydras one-on-one again. He's going to need something else. Twilight Council coming out. And I would bet one of my kidneys that he is going to be going for Zealot legs as soon as that finishes. Because yeah, he knows that Hydras are out on the field. So he knows that he needs Zealot legs. And that thing's going to be chrono boosted all over the place. Bloody Lings, man. Bloody stinking Lings. This guy needs Zealots right now. There we go. Wiping him out. Cannon going down as well. So very, very nice. He's actually going to go in the side, man. Go on the side. Start to wipe out some guys. But the Hydras are ready for him. I feel like this is almost like a platinum level 4v4 game or something, where you just get a massive amount of whatever unit you happen to like. And then you get all the mass Void Rays or the mass mutants, and you go in the sneaky side door and start trying to knock out the expansions and stuff like that. It's so awesome, man. Once you get a critical number of Void Rays, you just go in there, 2 seconds, the hatchery is gone. But of course, VortiX is not a 4v4 Platinum player. He's a 1v1 Masters level player, and he knows Well, he can see these guys coming, obviously, because he's got great creep spread. But yeah, he knows when somebody is coming to attack his base. So very, very interesting. This Phoenix, man, just all over the place. Very, 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 very interesting. We do have Zealot legs. Yeah, look at that Zealot legs. It's not actually being Chrono Boost. Get your Chrono Boost on the Twilight Council. There we go. He's listening to me. See, he's listening to me. There we go. He's getting Storm on the way as well now. He's preparing for every eventuality. 3 more gateways. His third base is completely done. It's completely tucked up and all beautiful. And yeah, he's looking very, very nice. Not building any more Void Rays, which I probably agree with, because he's got 13 Void Rays, and that is a very, very nice amount of Void Rays. But I mean, pure Void Rays not going to help him, and he still needs supply to get out all the other units, to get out the High Templars, to get out the Zealots, to get all that sort of stuff. So if he caps out on Void Rays, they're all going to get shredded by the Hydras, and yeah, he needs a more balanced army. So it's good that he's not building any more. He's getting level 2 ground weapons. Void Rays only got level 1 attack. They are not going for any more stuff than that. Nice bit of stuff there. The Lings coming in, maybe going to try and hit the third base. That is not going to be a good idea, because they're just going to get all over the place flanked. Nice bunch of Zealots coming in here, attacking this base. Beautiful, and the Zerg player not in a good position to deal with it. This base is almost certainly going to go down. Workers are going to go down. These guys coming back, the Zealots will deal with them. The main army is almost clashed, but VortiX decided to move back at the last minute, and I feel like he's worried about these Zealots maybe coming in. No, he sent off a bunch of roaches to deal with them, so that's fine. The Protoss army, meanwhile, moving forward. I don't think they really got any storms off, but they are morphing into Archons nevertheless. And we've even got a 4th base coming out, so he's just going to be trying to do a defensive position or something like that. The creep has reached the pylon, so VortiX sees this army, knows that it is here. I don't know if NaNiwa knows this army is here, but he's got an idea right now. So yeah, he's going to be a little bit worried here, and he's going to be waiting to get some sick storms off on these Hydras, and if he does it, it's going to be beautiful. Meanwhile, keeping the pressure on with the Zealots here, managing to knock that out again. It's not a cancel because the drone did not survive, so that was just a complete massacre. And NaNiwa thinking about pushing in, but he has not committed his full force over to there. His main force is still over here, and with some bloody Vipers, man, yanking the Archons out, not going to be good. And NaNiwa actually going in right here. He's putting himself in a bit of a dangerous position, hoping on the storms to keep him from just getting completely owned here. The hatchery is going to go down very, very fast, and this is an awesome move, but how will his ground forces get out of there? They are going to just get flanked up the arse by this Zerg force, and it's just going to be awful. He's hoping the storms will keep VortiX at bay, but whether or not they actually will is another matter entirely. And he's still got tons of energy, so he can sort of scare the Hydras away with storms. I mean, VortiX does not want to engage here because he's just going to get stormed all over the place. And if he's scared to engage because he's scared of getting stormed, then NaNiwa has already won the game, because he could go in there, just like he did there, do whatever he wants, send a couple of Zealots in here from a Warp Prism, and start attacking stuff. The Hydras are going to feed most of these guys out, and a little bit of chaos over there. His main force goes out. He got in through this gap, and it's very, very hard to get up there. It gets so close to there, so it's very easy to defend this, but NaNiwa still broke through, took out the hatchery, took out everything else, got away pretty much scot-free, because VortiX is afraid of the storms. He is so scared of the storms right now, and I mean, he should be. He's got a major Roach Hydra army. He should be scared of that many storms. They are going to wreck his world, but you got to have something to deal with those storms, and right now I feel like he doesn't. He's got Vipers. That's not going to help you, man. That's not going to help you. I don't know if Vipers would even stop spell casting. But right now, NaNiwa is so far in the lead, it's not even funny. He's getting a couple of Colossus out just to go for a bit of the death ball. And then he's going to push out and he's going to start owning VortiX. VortiX trying for the same sort of thing with these roaches. I feel like it's not going to work. He's decided the same. Just backs out of there at the very last second. Sacrificing the Phoenix to get a bit more supply so we can build some more stuff. 6 more gateways. You know he's going to push in and start trading armies when he's building 6 gateways. Because that is going to be an incredible amount of gateways. So he's got, I don't know how many gateways total he's going to have, but it's going to be a lot. He's going to have like 12, 15, there's 18 gateways, let's go say 18 gateways, somewhere around there. So that is fine. Now he wants to trade out his army. He wants to push out, trade out his army. He's got actually no armor yet. He's only working off 1 forge. That's with all this bloody minerals he's got, man. Do not just work off 1 forge. Get your 2nd forge out there. Get it working. Get it working, son. Alright, where is his other forge? I don't even know where his first forge is. It's around here somewhere. I can't find his forge. Where is La Forge? Where is La Forge? Don't tell me you built it up here. Oh man, he built it up there. It's his 3rd base, man. I gotta say, great job at everything except for the upgrades. That's yeah, even the Zerg player, man, he's got 3-3 on the way, and this guy, yeah, not so good on the upgrades, but he's got the army, and VortiX is actually caught up, so I feel like NaNiwa needs to start trading. He's banking up minerals. He's going to need time to use up all those minerals. Even with 18 gateways, he's going to need time, so he's messing around with his zealots right now, but he needs to really start hitting this Zerg army before the Zerg army gets him in a compromising position, in a position like this, where he's got a massive flank, hitting NaNiwa from all sides. He's putting the storms down. This is really good, but VortiX is no longer scared of the storms. He's just going to keep pushing on, keep pressing forward, keep trying to make it happen, and that's actually a mistake because he's losing so much to these storms. Such a massive defeat there, and I guess he decided, you know what, it's either going to be this or it's going to be death. So just do a full-on attack, see if I can make it work, or I might as well GG. So he did it, and he died to storms, which I suppose he probably expected, but what can you do, man? NaNiwa was on the verge of trading armies out with him, and it would have just been absolutely awful. So there we go. Thank you very much for this game. Congratulations to NaNiwa for a beautiful victory against VortiX, and he just got out of control, man. His income just got out of control, and the constant zealot harass, he took out this base, he moved his main army in, took out this base, kept this base locked down. Beautiful stuff. Just sucked away VortiX economy, and by the time that VortiX managed to max out, NaNiwa had a crazy amount of minerals. He was ready to trade over and over again, and just could completely rebuild his entire army. I mean, 18 gateways, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Did he even have any more? No, just about 18. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Congratulations to NaNiwa, and we've got another PvP coming up, and then we'll be moving over to North America. So thank you very much for watching this game. Stay tuned. I will catch you guys tomorrow.